Hello and welcome to my channel today, Boo Snakes and More. Today we're reading part 2 of the story I am writing called High Tides and Vibes. So please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And for more videos like this, watch my other half channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff, my youngest son's channel, Hendy's Toys and Games, or my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Now let's dive into the video. The stars over Lake Mercury shimmered, then shifted. Lucas noticed it first. Jake, stars don't usually grow, right? Jake, Jake squinted upward. Nah, man. Unless Nebraska got a graphics update. The constellations bent and twisted like vines, their light dripping downward in glowing strands. When those strands touched the ground, something impossible happened. Tropical plants began to sprout from the sand. Broad banana leaves, unfueled, neon orchards bloomed in seconds, and thick jungle vines curled around driftwood like they'd always been there. Within minutes, the quiet Nebraska lakeshore had transformed into a lush, glowing jungle. Crash's voice echoed faintly from the water. Whoa, that's not the East Australian current, dude. Mr. Ray surfaced again, slower this time, his tone less jazzy and more cautious. Boys, something's crossing ecosystems, and it's not in a natural way. Lucas stirred, brushing sand off his legs, his expression shifting from stoned amusement to something sharper. Okay, that's new, even for tonight. From deep within the newly formed jungle, a soft green glow pulsed. The plants moved, not like wind, like intention. A figure emerged, draped in vines and glowing petals. Violet Val. Her eyes shimmered like dew in moonlight. You've opened a threshold, she said calmly. And now everything is bleeding together. Jake blinked. Oh, cool. Now we're hallucinating plant people. Lucas shook his head slowly. No, I don't think we are. Behind Violent Val, more figures appeared. Serpentine, Bloom, her vines twisting like living snakes. Abyssal, Thistle, dark and jagged, radiating shadowy energy. And hovering above them all, flickering like a broken star in majestic eclipse. The air grew heavier, charged with something cosmic. Crash leaned toward Lucas. Dude, your vibe just got intense. Before Lucas could respond, the lake itself rippled again. But this time it wasn't playful. The water split open, revealing something deeper, darker. A distorted city skyline shimmered beneath the surface. Not Nebraska, not the ocean. New Neo-Gotham. A shadowy figure stood at the edge of that reflection. Wayne Parker, the spider-bat, watching from the other side like he could see through realities. Lucas muttered, rubbing his face. Yeah, Lucas muttered, rubbing his face. This is definitely not just the weed. Violent Veil stepped closer. Your world and ours are colliding. The barrier between the Divine Chronicles and the fractured multiverse has weakened. Mr. Ray tilted slightly. Translation? Everything Imagetic Eclipse whispered, her voice echoing like multiple timelines at once. It's about to overlap. Suddenly the jungle shook. A massive figure crashed through the glowing foliage, mud, roots, and fury given form. Solomon Grundy, but not quite the one from any single word. This version pulsed with Lazarus energy, vines growing from his shoulders, eyes burning with unnatural green fire. Grundy feels words breaking. Jake grabbed Lucas's arm. Okay, I'm officially not high enough for this. Lucas, somehow steadier now, stepped forward and said, No, but we're here. Crash blinked. You're what now? Lucas took a breath, looking at the chaos, the jungle, the ocean, the sea shadows, the glowing plant beams. Then he smiled. Guess Nebraska's not born anymore. From the sky a streak of emerald fire tore downward. Enchanted ember infusion descended like a comet, landing between words, sending a pulse of energy that froze everything for a split second. Choose your side, she said, because this is just the beginning. The jungle paused, the lake roared, and somewhere in the distance laughter echoed. Unhinged, chaotic, maybe Batpool, maybe something worse. Lucas looked at Jake. Jake looked at Lucas. We are so in over our heads, Jake said. Lucas grinned anyway. Yeah, he said, but it's kind of awesome. Crash pumped a flipper. Let's ride it, dudes. And with that, the night shattered fully. Nebraska was gone. The multiverse had arrived. To be continued.